Good morning, YouTube. I am going to my classroom today. I am so excited. I have to do a little bit of prep work before I go though. I am going to put up my calendar today. I am going to put up my class schedule today, and I'm going to at least start on my word wall. I printed everything off, but I have to laminate now. So I wanted to show you guys my at-home laminator, which is really, really useful for just the few things that you have to laminate, or during the summer when I don't have access to our school laminator, that you can do that. It is a little bit pricey because you have to buy the pouches individually, but I heard you can get 200 pouches off Amazon for like $20, which is way cheaper than buying them in the store. So I wanted to show you guys some of my resources. I'm going to link them down below so that you guys can look at them and use them. They were all free. I was able to edit my schedule, which was really, really nice, and it was colorful. My theme this year is just bright colors. I want the kids to come into the room and just feel vibrant and feel alive. And so I just thought, you know, everything's just going to have really bright colors instead of it being an actual theme. So I'm going to show you guys now a few of the pages for my calendar, a few of the pages for my schedule, and then just a little bit I got printed off of the word wall. My printer started acting up because I was using so much ink. So here we go. All right, guys, so this is my calendar, and I've actually found this off of a blog. I found it off of Pinterest, and I kept losing it because I could never find it on TPT. I also had to type in something very specific on Pinterest to find this, and then I had to go to her specific link and then go to the blog and then find this specific thing. But I will go to her actual website and the portion of the blog where it is at, and I'll link it below so you guys don't have as much trouble finding it if you like it and you are interested. So I'm going to laminate everything, of course, so that I can write with vis-a-vis markers for the month, the day, and the year, because as you know, I'm going into first grade, and even first graders still really need to practice this. So towards the end of the year, my kids were really getting it, but I'm not sure what they're going to retain over the summer, so we'll see. So this is just kind of a very pretty today is, and then it printed off all of the months, and of course we're not in school during these months, but I printed it anyway because it was part of the calendar and I wanted a complete set. So these are just really, really cute. And when I laminate them, I am also probably going to glue some magnets on the back of them so that I can just put them up, because I'm putting this up on my whiteboard. We don't have a whole lot of space throughout our room to really put things on the wall. We have the space, but things do not stick on this wall. So I have to be kind of creative in this way and use my whiteboard because I do have a lot of whiteboard space. So these are 10 frames, and I thought this is really what sold me on having a calendar in my room, because I really wasn't sure. Being in first grade, I was like, I don't know if I want a calendar taking up that much space all year long if I'm not going to be using it all the time. But I thought that this was awesome because of course we use 10 frames all through first grade and every day. And this goes all the way to the 180th day of school. And this is just a wonderful way to track what day you're on. And we can use like really cute stickers. You'll see if you go look at her blog what she did, just to kind of track. You can use this for number sense, talking about, you know, how many more to 10, how many more to 20, you know, how many days have we been in school. So it has all of these. Let's see. Let me get another order. That's okay. Let's see. And of course, you know, days in school, that goes along with this as well. It has the words calendar. So that's what these letters are that you put above it. And I thought those were really, really cute. It also makes it more simple. It's not as busy, I feel like, since there is a lot of color going on. It also has weather on it, which I think we'll use at the beginning, but I doubt we'll use it all the way through. But it does have you know, words like severe, which I kind of liked because that was different. So it has all of these. What is the weather like today? And so we can put that, and then maybe have the kids responsible for actually writing the word. I'm not sure yet. Again, how many days have we been in school? This goes back along with our 10 frame. So then we'll talk about hundreds and tens and ones, and that's how we'll kind of start talking about place value, which I thought was awesome, that we could just sneak that in very quickly and it just be a couple questions. But if you do it every single day, have that repetition, they're going to grasp it a whole lot quicker. Let's see. The days of the week. So Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. And we'll be able to put the days of the week on there. Yesterday was, today is, tomorrow will be. And then the kids can actually write that as well. So I just thought this was a really, really cool resource. And over here we have my schedule. So as you can see, I have analog clocks. So we do talk a lot about clocks and time in first grade. And so having an analog clock to show when we're going to specials, which this past year was at the very end of the day. So we only come back to class literally to pick up our backpack and leave. I'm not sure if this year's going to be the same, but these are just all the different specials that we have. We do go to guidance, music, media center, which is like library, specials, art, PE. And so this is, I just put that specials there in case I didn't want to actually show what we were having that day, but it's kind of nice, I thought, to have it there. And then this is just the actual schedule that we're going to have. So guided math, we are going to pack up, teach, read aloud. I did put these in order because as you can see, it came with two. It was on PowerPoint, but do you see how the dots match up to the color? So it kind of bleeds into the next one. So this is actually how my schedule is going to be, I'm hoping. But if something happens and I have to change it, I can easily just print off another one, whatever color I need. And it's just a piece of paper. It's not that big of a deal. So that's what that is. And then I have this word wall. Now I wanted my word wall to be by the Writing Center and very accessible to the students. I also didn't want it to get too busy. Last year, our goal for the students in kindergarten was for them to know 220 sight words. And we put all of them up on the wall and it was so busy. So unless you really knew the sight word, you couldn't find it on the word wall. And to an extent, for our lower babies, the ones that it's really supposed to help, it wasn't helpful. So I'm going to try to use these. They're a lot smaller. And as you can tell, like it kind of chopped off like the bold, and that really bothers me. But I'm just going to go back with a Sharpie and bold it back in. So that's not a big deal to me. It was a free resource, so you got to deal with what you got to deal with. But I'm going to put like these color tabs below, and you'll see how she has it set up. I was just running out of ink, as you can see on this paper right here. So I just stopped printing it all together. But the word is gonna, or the letter is gonna go at the top, and then each of the words are gonna go below it. And I don't know if I'm gonna make my own words or if I'm gonna use some of the ones that she has. I'm probably going to end up making my own. I'm really gonna try to delve into making my own resources this year. Just because it's so much easier to learn how to do it and make your own resources and have exactly what you need than to be searching hours upon hours, which is what I do on Pinterest or TPT, and still not finding exactly what you need, or not wanting to pay $8 for one thing, even if it is exactly what you need. So instead, I could definitely put that to use, all those hours, and make my own. So I'll probably make my own words, but the color strip's going to go down here, and the words are just going to go on top with all the R words, all the Q words, all the P words, and it'll go like that. So when I take you into my classroom today, I'll show you where it's going to be put up. It is not getting put up today. Absolutely not. There is no way that I'm going to have time for that. So what I am going to start doing is I'm going to start laminating. So I do want to show you my laminator. It is over here. I'm in my husband's office, and it is very messy. I am so sorry. I've been working on that. So this is just a Scotch laminator. You can get them at Walmart. It's really cool. I used it for the first time. I got it at Christmas. Thanks, Mom. But I used it for the first time a couple of days ago. And these are the pouches that you can buy. They are just the Scotch thermal laminating pouches. And again, they are a little expensive. I think this pack of 50 was like $12. But I figured I needed more than 100. My mom bought this one for me for Christmas, but I think they're like $22 at Walmart. But again, you can go on to Amazon and normally you can get them for $200 for about $20. So I need to start shopping Amazon more than I do so that I can get good deals like that, because that's twice as much, twice as many pouches for the same price. It's crazy. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm just going to do a little bit of laminating and I'll catch back up with you later. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to use the laminator. Again, this is a Scotch laminator. That's just the brand name. It is from Walmart. I think that's where my mom got it. Let's see. So it comes with these pouches. It comes with 2 of them. Otherwise, you have to buy your own pouches, which I talked about a little bit earlier. I'm just going to kind of show you guys how to use a laminator. You have to turn it on. There's a switch in the back. And you have to turn it on. I don't know if you guys can see it. And it'll show up power. I hit number 5 for cardstock, and then it is ready. The ready button shows up when I can put it in. So just open up the sleeve, you put a piece of paper in the sleeve, you close it up, you make sure that there's nothing on the outsides that's hanging off or it won't get laminated. And then you have to make sure that you put the end that is closed, that's sealed off, in first. So I'm just gonna stick it in. And it's just gonna take it. So as you can see, it's just moving across. So then you wanna go ahead and while this is going, I usually do several of them at a time because it does take a couple tries, for me at least, to get them inside of the pouches. All right, so it is finished. It does take a minute to go through. It is really hot on this side, but it cools off pretty quickly. So as you can see, it's really, really sturdy. I have never had an issue with any of these pulling apart. So now I can just cut out the circles and I'll glue my magnet strips on the back and I'll be able to hang them up on my whiteboard. Forever distracted by washi tape. Oh my goodness, I just came out of Hobby Lobby. I've been in there for 30 minutes. I went in just to get some magnetic strips so I could put them on the back of my calendar stuff so I can hang them up today in my classroom. And I went in and I was looking around, I couldn't find them, so I asked an associate. We went up and down 15 aisles together and could not find these things. She said, well, they're actually at the front. So I go up to the front, turns out they weren't really up at the front. So then she was asking 2 or 3 other associates. Nobody could remember where they were. And finally, another associate said, I think I know where they are. So we went back there and we looked up 4 and 5 aisles before we finally found it. So a 3-minute trip turned into a 30-minute trip. And now I'm gonna go home and finish my lamination. And here are just a few of the finished products. So some of these I don't have to cut out, but I'm not looking forward to cutting these other one out. Oh, this is actually something I didn't talk about. These are tags that the kids can wear once they have done one of these tasks. So one of these says, ask me what I learned today. This is the reason why I printed this one out. This says goal met. I met my goal today. Ask me about it. It holds the students accountable for what they're learning. And it also gives them kind of an incentive to meet their goal so they can get to brag about it and they understand that they've met that goal, which I thought was really, really awesome. So I did a few of those and then I went ahead and finished my schedule.
So I just did all that. I'm still working on several more. I have like 50 pages to laminate, and then I have to cut out about half of them. So that'll be fun.
So update, I did not go to my school today at all, and turns out I can't go the rest of the week because they're waxing the floors, and so I can't go until next Monday, which stinks. But I wasn't able to go today because I was buying a bookshelf from a city that was like 50 minutes away from me, and the lady had to meet this afternoon because they're moving in a couple of days, and so I had to go pick that up. And then Brandon had to go down to a city that was an hour and a half the opposite direction, and so I decided to go with him, and we are just now getting back. It is 6:30. The school's been closed for 2 hours, so I'm so sorry I did not get a chance to show you guys me putting anything up because I haven't done it yet. So that'll come in a later video, and I'll talk to you later. So that is it for this vlog. This was kind of more like a day in the life of Anne-Marie. If you guys liked this and want more videos like this, don't forget to like it and comment. If you want to see something different, go ahead and comment. I am up for anything at this point. I am also going to be posting down below. Make sure you look for the freebies. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.